happens.
This is the Lean Builders Hoots on the Ground podcast with absolutely, positively no bullshito. Join us as we dig into exactly what lean construction is and how we can use these concepts and strategies in the field. This podcast will be different as we journey to job sites and mine the minds of lean builders, all in effort to pass forward building knowledge from those who have put their time in to learn a better way. Because that's just what lean builders do.
What's up, y'all? Adam Hoots here, and the old dogs are taking over Clemson University. I got my man Hamlin here. Say what's up, Hamlin.
What's up, old dogs?
Yeah. And my man Peter Sheridan
what's up,
here.
Peter?
Super excited to bring y'all in and give you a sneak peek into what we got going on today. We've had a few people stop in, say hello already. You can see our signs here. CPM sucks. Prove us otherwise, right? We're here to share some old dog construction wisdom with the university. We're just hanging out. We're tabled up. We've had a few people walk by. We've got a class at 2:00 we're going to teach today.
Looking forward to that.
Heck yeah, man. I'm super excited too. Just to get old dogs, real construction folks at the university in the classroom. And personally, this has been a dream of mine to go at it Charlie Kirk style and just like set up and
Talk
preach
to the people.
Yeah, man. Talk to the people. Preach to them. Let them know what they're going to have. Expectations coming in. And so, Peter, I just want to kick it to you, man. You went to school here.
Yep.
Did anybody ever do anything like this when you were going to school?
No, not at all.
No? Okay.
Not at all. Yeah, I love going to school here. It was a dream of mine. When it comes to games growing up, first in my family of, I don't know, since my great grandfather started going to Clemson games. So I was the first one to actually come to Clemson. So it was a big deal for me. I was so lucky I found construction management as an option. I remember being here and a lot of kids doing business or accounting or just other things. They're like, I didn't even know this would take. You can get your degree in construction. Like, yeah. So I've loved it. So glad the department is growing and bigger and 100% job placement rate. All that stuff's awesome. So glad to be here to kind of talk to people, give them some knowledge that I wish I had 15 years ago.
Yeah. What's one of those things that you wish somebody from the industry is coming to you too? So you be ready. What's one of those things that maybe you learned the hard way that somebody could have come in here and really spoke to your heart that could have advanced that or accelerated that learning a little bit?
Definitely probably the people side of it. The technical side, the structures, the materials and methods. I was okay. I could read, I could understand, I could take a test and pass it. I kind of discounted the other stuff a little bit, the group projects, where you're really bonding and growing. And when you get on a job site, you have people from every age, generation, just all over the place, and it's kind of like thrown into not knowing the best way to handle it. I guess I would have took some more real life people classes to prepare me.
Yeah, heck yeah. Well, you get to teach one this afternoon.
Awesome.
The humans are building high performing construction teams, so I'm excited to get your experience in there. So Hamlin, where'd you go to school at, boss man?
I went to the School of Hard Knocks.
My
I started
man.
in the construction industry right when I was 18 years old.
That
Awesome.
makes me so excited because I think that's proof. Like, you're still sitting here on a
Yep.
university speaking to younger folks about the construction industry.
That's right.
And so, had you had something like this, had this been available to you, what's the piece of knowledge you would have been able to kick back to?
Definitely the people side.
Yeah,
I did
people side
learn-
too.
Yeah, the people side too. The earning the respect and not demanding the respect, especially when you're put in a position at a young age and you have older craftsmen that you interact with and or trying to align with and schedule. Earning their respect and not throwing ego around. And I feel like you have to prove something.
Amen.
Yeah.
I remember the first time so I was at the University of Florida, and we were building a clean room project really early in, and we were in foundations. We had block foundations were coming up. out of the ground, and we had hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Awesome. And so we're coming up out of the ground, and one of the blocks wasn't laid for me, right? They started kind of getting off course, and I noticed this as a young person. So I go and I talk to my project manager. I'm like, hey, man, what's going on here? Like, this looks weird. Something's off with this angle. And so he's like, oh, man, you're right. Like, go tell JR with Painter Masonry. I'll never forget this man. He's an old man. He was probably 90, like 92. I mean, old. Should not have been on the job site working. And I was 18, 19 years old, right out of school. Maybe I was 20, 21 then. Just got out of college, and I had to go tell him that his block was wrong and he needed to move it. And I went up to him and I was like, hey, Mr. JR, can you look at something with me? I don't think your block's right. What do you mean my block's not right? My block's always right. I've been doing this longer than you. You know, I got socks older than you, boy. You shut the hell up. And he's like getting into me, man. And I'll never forget it because I was right, but I had zero confidence. And I went up there to like tell him, and I had zero relationship to speak to your people side comment. And without that relationship, this young buck trying to tell that old man to do something different or to not do anything in that way. Hey, gal, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Awesome, fantastic. Yes, ma'am. Anyway, so I feel you on that. Like, you know, you're young, coming in the industry, you're trying to guide, steer a job.
Yep.
Yet there's people who have been seasoned in this industry who have steered multiple jobs before that maybe you should do a little bit more listening in this scenario.
Asking the questions and just standing back and watching.
Yeah.
And jump in there if you have free time and help them to learn it and respect it a little bit more.
That's the way to go right there, man. The hands-on, I think they call it kinesthetic experience, right? Like kinesthetic learning. We can put our hands on it and actually feel it. And I feel like a lot of the construction folks actually learn better that way.
No, I mean, my funnest memories from being a junior superintendent were closing up, not because I had to stay late, because the machines were left unattended.
Yes,
I didn't know how to do the excavator, backhoe, skid steer. So I mean, I loved it. I have a picture with one of my little boys when he was like 2 or 3, sitting on my lap in a skid steer in Charleston. Yeah, so that's what I love, getting dirty.
And they always
get dirty every day.
Don't they?
Yep.
I think I've got. Hey, gal, no, come on, y'all are
Well,
welcome.
there's only like 5 or 6 keys that you need. You could run all the equipment you need.
Taking those backhoes or excavators and smashing the dumpster down a little bit to get that trash picking in there. That lets out that all day aggression at the end of the day.
Oh my.
Sometimes.
Yeah, so we've kind of all come up different ways. I want to hear more about your path to the industry.
So my path started when I was 18 years old. When I graduated high school, I went into the United States Coast Guard.
Okay.
Wanted to be aviation survivalman, the guy that jumps out of helicopters. So,
Pretty badass.
Yeah. So I went into the Coast Guard and made it through the medical exam process in Raleigh, and then get up to boot camp. And on the second day, you're basically getting a whole nother physical. You're telling them everything about yourself since the day you were born. Because it's pretty clear, $250,000 fine or time in Leavenworth if you lie or anything like that. So
ain't playing.
I mean, it was on my paperwork in Raleigh. I have a medical condition, obstructive esophagus, and they didn't like that. So they actually
being the guy that jumps into the water, that's important.
Yeah, they didn't like that. So they kept me in training, but they were unable to perform an endoscopy on base. So they made a appointment for me. Of course, I forgot that you can't eat.
Oh, no.
When you go in boot camp and you're allowed to eat, you're going to eat. Anything you can get your hands on, you're going to eat.
Yeah, amen.
So I made it another week through training, and then finally went off base, and my esophagus in a year's time had closed up a little bit. They weren't happy with it. When you join the military, you got to perform your duties. So they medically discharged me, and being just graduated high school, I'm not a full-time student. I needed insurance. So fortunately, I went to high school with a girl. Her dad owned a small general contracting business in Raleigh. And he said, come to work for me until you figure out what you wanted to do.
Nice.
He started me off as a laborer. I worked my way up. So
So labor, what were the things you were like? What were the tasks you were doing?
Primarily cleanup. I drove a small 2500 Chevy 2500 dump truck with a lift
Okay.
bed on it.
Yep.
Drove that around. We did a lot of interior projects in downtown Raleigh and surrounding areas. So I'd go in there and clean the project up at different stages and haul it to the dump and dump.
Yeah. And that's one of the things I think I love the most about the industry is that it doesn't matter. You can start as a laborer, you can start as a project engineer out of school, but guess what? Like the end path,
Yep,
is right here, right? Sitting, giving back, teaching, trying to give to the next generation. So it's a beautiful thing. So continue that story because you're no longer a laborer. Right?
I don't think I have that ability to make people do stuff. I struggle.
I'm gonna answer this one.
A phone call. He is the superintendent
Yeah.
still.
Sure.
So we're back live now, Peter. What do you think, man? We lost one. That's how it goes in the construction business, right?
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
leaves and no one comes in, right? That's a deficit that we're really facing right now. What do you think about that, and how do we get out of it?
I don't know. For me, I try to find young people that are curious and interested. I'm super lucky. My parents had 4 kids, pretty bang, 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 then took a 10-year gap and had twins. So,
Oh wow!
yeah, I was a freshman in high school when my brother and sister were born.
Okay.
I have a sister that was a year older than me. So she took the girl twin, I took the boy twin. I'm like, so I kind of taught him everything.
Yeah.
He wanted to be a plumber, actually. He's so smart, he's hard-headed. He said, you don't need to go to college he's about to finally finish college. But he has this like knack for data, Excel, like all that technical stuff. And I'm like, hey, should come over to my company I'm working for and do scheduling because we needed a CPM.
Yeah, CPM
scheduling.
sucks, by the way.
Yeah, and so it's like I'm like, he knows Excel, he knows data, he'll like write into it. He's kind of loved it. So I got the last year and a half kind of teach him, bring him on.
Yeah.
And he's a younger guy, and has realized construction's awesome. Like you get to build stuff, you actually see what's going on. It's not in the cloud or in, some program. And so even though he's a kind of whiz kid, almost brain kid, he's in construction, is doing great. So I mean, I don't know how that's going to relate to other people. You can't just go and find everyone have a younger brother or go find a bunch of younger people. But I think that what I missed out on with the recession happening and right as I was graduating is having that mentor that was like 10 to 15 years older than me. It seems like all those guys that they left, they had to make money, they had families, construction dried up, and they didn't really come back. And so I searched for a long time to kind of find somebody, probably 10, 15 years in the industry before I got really lucky. Got to be on a job with a guy that had an undergraduate in architecture and engineering. So he's an architect and engineer, smartest guy I ever met, and worked with his hands. So he was patient with me, kind of brought me along. But thanks a lot about that mentor, kind of being there for other people and helping them along, because construction can be rough, long hours, difficult on your relationships, just everything.
100% agree. Finding those mentors, even for me, that's what I search for. It's hard.
Yeah.
So to find the group, the old dogs group,
Oh, I'm so thankful.
where it's not just one guy, it's multiple guys and gals, and feeding you those ideas and checking on you and make sure you're doing well. So
Yeah, that's been an interesting journey, because at some point, you become the mentor, and you don't even realize it. In my opinion, you have younger builders looking up to you and asking you really good questions, and at some point, you are that mentor. So, I mean, take me through that. Either one of you guys, have you had that realization that, because you guys are old dogs too, right? There's other people in the group who are looking at you guys for advice for how do we do this people thing in the business. I mean, take me through one of those, I guess, realization moments that, holy shit, I'm the mentor.
I think
you guys are the mentor.
Yeah, well, probably a funny one. It's not going to look good on me, but I went to a conference last year. I think it was October. We had a guy from our company come out. We've never met in person, just Zoom and stuff. And we're talking, and he's like, I thought you were in your 50s. And I'm like, Dawgs is here. Hello. Hey.
What's up, Dr. Sharma? Sorry.
No, it's good.
I'm Vivek Sharma.
What's up, boss man?
Hey, Peterson. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, so Dr. Sharma is the man. All our AGC championships, all our competitions, all are coming out of this guy.
All those posts I see.
Okay, I found this on the web for GC Champ.
Search Vivek Sharma on the web.
We're working actually on one right now. We're flying out next week.
Where is that one? Vegas?
No, Salt Lake City. It's close to $300 million convention hotel, 5 and 6.
Hell yeah.
It's kicked my butt because majority of the students are my freshmen and sophomores.
Yes. So not a lot of experience in internships.
A lot of teaching.
Yeah.
Wow.
On the fly.
They were very, I think this is the younger, newer, latest generation. Unlike previous generation, they had more faith in the teacher. They get frustrated easy. So I'm dealing with, because my way of working is 9 a.m. to midnight. For 3 weeks in a row.
Right.
And when I suggested that idea, the world collapsed.
I thought you used to go 7 a.m. to midnight.
Oh, well, I was
sleeping in.
For Gen Z.
I'm with you.
It's like, what? For the graduate competition, I slept here 3 days.
Wow.
In the office. I get into it.
Yeah, heck yeah. You have to. We want to show them that we're all in. We want to win.
It's amazing learning. But less about me, more about you guys. I mean, I can't talk to me what's happening today. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got old dogs coming to take over Clemson. We've had a few folks come up, ask about the signs. CPM sucks. Prove me otherwise. That seems to be a pretty popular one. But for me, I mean, this is a chance for us to get to a university and teach the young folks what current conditions are really like in the industry.
Okay, CSM sucks. Okay,
No, CSM does not suck.
I got it. I've seen your passion on that. Yeah. I have a couple of your suggestions on my slides.
Yeah, and
I get.
Yeah. My man uses Kanban
Nice.
for his research papers. I love it. Heck yeah.
So I'm like, I learn and listen from everybody. This guy's doing amazing. So
Well, back at you, brother.
good, man. This is exciting. So what is the ultimate goal? What's happening?
Well, the ultimate goal is to share construction wisdom. So we've all had our asses kicked for 20 plus years in the business. And we got young folks coming out of here who are going into the business. And I don't think they really know quite what it looks like, even on having internships and things like that. There's an under emphasis on the soft skills, right? And because construction is socio-technical, you can't have one without the other.
Yeah.
And I believe people leave here with a lot of technical skills, and we're trying to introduce some socio skills to them. So that's what we do. We meet 4 times a month, 2 times are meetings, 1 time's a prayer Sunday school, and yeah, we got a couple more guys on their way. So we're going to teach my building.
Are you growing your
teams.
group in that regard? That hey, let's get together and change the way we're doing things.
Yes,
That's I get it. I
100%.
Mhm.
Because it's not working.
Yeah, I mean, I always take a lot of time to understand what is happening and everything. Dude, this is exciting. I came to your breakfast thing one day. Remember?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, let me ask you this: what would you change if you could change one thing about this industry?
I mean, it's active regulation sucks.
Yeah, it does. Prove me otherwise, huh?
This is a theme. I've seen this theme before here.
Have you?
Prove me wrong. please.
Yeah, you have. This has been a dream of mine for like over a year now.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How's the pod going?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, we actually did one this morning from the office in here on there's a company called Brain Balance. And to your point earlier, it's like we have so much information coming at us these days. Yeah, we don't take it in as well as we used to, right? Our brains kind of we freeze up a little bit. And so yes, that was awesome. Got to talk with Miss Roxanne and see what that was all about.
I don't know. This is happening.
Nice shot of your booty. Yeah, buddy.
That's 3. I'm gonna walk around.
The backside was free, huh? What's one thing you would change about the industry?
Again, not on the wrong day here, but
You've done this once or twice.
Yeah, last week actually. For Women in Construction Week. Yeah. Good thing, Dr. Sharma.
I mean, I have a couple of things in mind. First, I would do away with wood framing.
Wood framing. Yeah.
So that's more of means and method and materials. The other one is it's almost like when you say critical path method on the cost side, right? What we're doing is how are we measuring the project is ahead or behind schedule?
Yes. Earned value. Amen, bro.
Maybe is stated now, and that is not even the correct metric to measure a project. Anyway, but
There's so
No,
many.
I use it a lot, yeah, with updating owners and it's like, this is not, it's not.
by the time you realize it, the board is already set.
Yes.
With all the money. The pirates are gone.
I do think like the wood framing from larger global perspective of environment, cutting the trees, even though we all say that we're doing
Placement.
replacing and we're like we're I mean if you realize it, you gotta look up how much per second is we're losing the rainforest. If you look that up, you will realize where is that majority going.
The buildings.
Hemisphere for wood framing construction. That is like having larger global impact on we are not realizing in our pockets, but it will one day, like, staring in our faces.
Won't be able to get anything. Reminds me of how superintendents, like old dogs, are leaving the industry. It's a very similar rate, I'm sure. You're not able to replenish it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, but I think now there are new tools, right? I mean, like knowledge transfer would be so much better. I always wondered about knowledge transfer. Wrote a couple of papers on it.
That's what we're
Why
doing.
we're not.
That's what we're about.
Yeah.
I need to read your papers.
So now I'm realizing with AI and with digital twins, with your own twins that you can form and become bots, I think you can actually be there way beyond your actual lives. So knowledge transfer is
Oh
possible.
yeah.
So it's exciting. But I thought that I was being back to lab with ABC team, but I thought I couldn't say hello.
Yeah, well,
Nice to
yeah.
meet you, sir.
Thank
Nice to
you.
meet you.
Send students our way, will you? We'll jack them up right for you.
From the last week, I need like this magic solution that if you do this, will be saving you $10 million and
Tax planning, production planning, baby. That's the only way. 60%, baby, is labor. Let's go.
I'm telling them right now, I'm going to stick to percentage plan complete.
Yeah, there you go. That'll work.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. See you, Dr. Sharma.
All right.
Man, that was awesome.
Yes,
A little bit of activity, a little action. Heck yeah. Yeah, you were in the middle of the story.
Completely forgot.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, this was looking bad
Oh.
on you.
Oh yeah, I was thinking when I realized I was the mentor, not the
Yeah.
mentee. Yeah,
Come on,
sweet.
brother. Yeah, I'm going to keep having you tell that story.
Hey,
What's nice to meet you?
Nice to meet you, Cam.
Nice to meet you. Cam, pleasure to meet you. Yeah, so we're a bunch of old dogs, construction superintendents, executives.
So,
Yeah, we want to come teach the students here what the industry is really like.
All right.
So things like critical path method scheduling. Are you familiar?
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible. It's awful. Why is that? Because you get a stack of 500 pages of documents, and all of a sudden you're supposed to know where you're supposed to be at on November 2nd.
And it could look like that.
Yeah. And so what we if you think about this thing, a CPM schedule looks like this. You have activities down your left, right? And then you have time across your top.
Yeah.
Right? And so you basically are saying, hey, that activity happens on that day. Well, what Hamlin just showed you is what's called a tact plan or a flow schedule or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And essentially it does have time on the top as well, but down the left, instead of having activities, it has areas. Right? And so then we can put activities in both time and space. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what you'll end up seeing is something that looks like this. If that's, area 1, and then you got area 2, area 3, 4, etc. And we come down here and you'll see the X, right? Just kind of flows with time. Whatever that time might be, a day, a week, a month, whatever. And then you've got your second trade that comes in right behind, right? A lot of start to finish stuff. Your third trade comes in, and then your final trade comes in before you're done. And again, this could be whatever areas, whatever, these could be floors of a building, whatever you want to have. And then what this does for you is it allows you to see 3 things. One, you can see, how is my trade flowing through the building? This is just at a glance on one page like you saw there. How is the work flowing through each area? And then any given time, what does my logistics look like at a given point in time, right? So I know, this was, we'll call this, week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Easy glance, I can tell you week 4 is going to be my hardest week because I got all these contractors working in different areas.
Yeah.
Right. So again, it's a way to capture the entire schedule into one plan, looking at a flow plan versus if you're talking CPM, this is generally coming out in 100, 200 pages, computer driven logic, easy to hide logic, easy to trade stack, easy to,
Trade stack, you mean like multiple trades in one spot?
yeah.
So
Go ahead. No, please.
So each one of these would be a wagon, and in that wagon you have different work packages, who works best together. Layout and maybe the sprinkler guys going above ceiling. Some examples. Drywall are typically framing. You want to give them their space, get in and get out, and then you can sometimes put your electrical and plumber together and let them flow together through each area.
Yeah.
If plumbing's not in every single area, they would just drop off, and basically they know they need to be in this area on this day, this week, and it's just a more reliable, predictable workflow. You can quickly see if you're getting behind together versus skimming 20 pages in a software telling you you're behind schedule.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, it makes too much sense, right? Because not every job's doing this, man. Our owners are still requiring these 300-page long schedules. I mean, it's unbelievable what's going on.
So CPM's 3 is how
One page overall glance.
Yeah, this one was, we started putting that together. We were showing, I can't find it. We were showing when submittals were approved and then our lead time up here so we could package the work. It was everything was just based off of one Excel file. Had a little bit of training sessions with our trade partners to learn where they needed to be and what trade package they were involved with.
why do owners why don't they start
Really good question. We're just not educated.
Yeah.
It's just been a requirement. It's how we've done things for 50, 60 years. And
What about the legal side of
Yeah,
claims?
the legal
So when
side,
claims
that's a
comes in, legally you go to CPM. What it says at this point in time, we can hide stuff in CPM schedule. So if your owner's not really educated, but you have a GC that's like, hey, let me mess around with this stuff, it can make it look like the owner's causing the delay when he's actually causing the delay. And I mean, it's really hard to find out. So then the owner has to hire a company like mine and pay them to do all this forensic scheduling to figure out what actually happened. It's like this is a waste of time and just do it like this in the beginning. But I don't know how you solve that problem of legally figuring out who's at fault in a plan compared to the CPM plan.
you just do an as-built site plan, right? If somebody didn't get done, you document it. It's PPC. I do think it's a contractual thing.
Yeah.
In our contracts, AIA contracts, it says you shall use critical path method scheduling for every day. Another problem is with CPM, you really don't production plan. It's a schedule, right? It tells you where to be, when to be there. But with a production plan, it tells you when to be there, where to be, how many people to have, how fast you should be going, and where you're going to start.
and it includes buying feedback from our trade partners. The
Yes.
critical path is shoved down their throat.
Yep. That's the biggest difference.
So, well, what brought you guys out here today? Like, how this all start?
So good question. So we're members of the Old Dogs. There's about 50 of us. We're across the nation. We're construction executives. Our passion is to share construction wisdom. I am coming here to get a PhD right now. I am also teaching a class called Building High-Performing Construction Teams. And so we're going to go teach that at 2 o'clock today. But really, again, we're a bunch of dudes that want your life in construction. I'm assuming you're a CSM major.
Yep.
We want your life in construction to be easier than ours was, because it has been a really, really challenging road. And you don't have to do it, man. There's so many just easy things like that. Between that, being a person on the job site, like walking up to a trade worker and be like, hey man, I'm Cam. How you doing? It doesn't happen. Yeah. People walk by, you've had internships, you see what jobs are like, right? So be different, right? Like go out there and do something different. I will tell you with this, when you scan this, it's going to take you to our community. If you have any interest, don't sign up and pay the $10 because that's just for the Old Dogs. To send Old Dogs to colleges, that's what we're doing. Yeah. But send me an email, get a hold of me, and I'll get you in there for free. Get you to meet some of the Old Dogs. we meet twice a month for construction related things. Yeah. And then we meet twice a month, one for personal growth and one for like a Sunday school Christian kind of meetup. So, and yeah, this has been a dream of mine. The whole Charlie Kirk thing messed me up pretty bad, and so I've been wanting to do this right here for like since it happened. Really, I want to go to the universities. I want to go talk to the students, and I want to bring guys that are doing it with me so that we can really understand what it's like.
Construction's so fun. It's just so, it didn't have to be so hard to do.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be so hard.
It's a blast.
Brutal on you and your family and relationships. It's hard, but we can change it.
We are changing.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm glad I came up.
Nice to meet you.
I rarely will come up and make these statements, but I was walking back and I was like, I'm taking this long walk. I have to. Hey,
What year are you, boss?
I'm a junior.
Nice. We should take that building high performance teams class next year.
Yeah. Nice.
It would be well worth it, I promise you.
I'm sponsored next class.
Good. Good. It's an elective for CSM as well, so yeah, look forward to having you in there.
Right now, we've been here all week for the, I don't know if you know, like the Associated Builders. Competition. Yeah, so we're
Dr. Sharma.
Yeah, Dr. Sharma, we're running right now.
Okay. We're working your butt off.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Well, what question? Do you have anything we can do to help your team?
honestly, yeah, probably.
Good. You guys get a break. Bring them out here.
All right, I actually definitely will. How long are you guys gonna be out here?
We'll be here till about 1:45, and then we're going to roll up to the classroom.
Yeah, I'll try to bring our schedule guy out here. So I'm doing all the 7 to 6, but
So if you bring the schedule guy out here, I can start him a project. There's a program called Intact, and I've got some good access to that. I got a consultant license basically that you guys can use that in the competition. I took a group of students to Ireland last year, and we used it in the competition. I think they really
I
appreciate
knew
it.
a few people that went.
Did you? Okay, Melina,
Yeah.
Ben probably, Maxie.
I don't know her.
Ireland, that's cool.
Funny enough,
Yeah.
Selena went to the same high school I did. And
Okay.
helping us out with the competition now.
Nice.
He's not able to travel out, but since it's the final week,
Yeah.
all hands on deck.
Heck yeah, man. Well, definitely. We want to have it, man. Yeah. However we can do that, please let me know.
Yeah, honestly, if I have any questions, I'll walk right out.
Yeah. Bring it on, baby.
I might be out in like 20 minutes.
Come on. We'll be here waiting for you.
Great talking to you guys.
Yeah. No worries.
Bring some fun CPMs here.
Heck yeah. That's what it's all about, y'all. Holla, holla, holla.